Now on to some of the great individual moments in the WHA. Valentine's Day 1975, Howe against Hull. The Golden Jet beats Houston's Ron Graham 3 times to tie Rocket Richard with 50 goals in 50 games. Then in the final game of the season, Hull takes the pass from Hedberg and scores his 77th goal of the year, breaking the record of Phil Esposito. And Bobby still had another magic number to reach. Here's his chase to 1,000 goals. Starting against Cincinnati, Hull down the left wing boards, gets by Brian Baltimore, and beats Mike Liut for career goal 999. Then a few nights later in Quebec City, Barry Long leads the rush, fakes the shot, passes across to the Golden Jet, who beats Richard Brodeur for goal number 1,000. The home crowd finally gets to salute the Golden Jet when they surprise Bobby by bringing his parents to town. One of the greatest achievements by a World Hockey Association team came on January 5, 1978. The Jets facing the Soviet national team that had just beat them 3 straight in Japan. Lars-Erik Schuberg quarterbacks the power play, and Hull blasts it past Alexander Sedelnikov. Legendary coach Viktor Tikhonov replaces him with Vladislav Tretiak, but Ulf Nielsen does it all by himself, eventually finding the far corner behind the Russian goalie. And later, nursing a 1-goal lead, Nielsen steals the puck, dishes off to Dave Dunn, who fakes going around the goal, passes in front to Hull, who beats Tretiak, and the Jets become the first pro team to beat the Russian juggernaut.
From the drop of the puck, I don't think the people in the arena were in their seats. We managed to beat them 5-3. I believe our line was quite handy that night. We scored all 5 goals and played against the Harlamov, Petrov, and Mihailov, Vasiliev, and Gusim Faisem, and they had to take them off the ice because we were outplaying them. So that was a great game.
Hull wasn't the only member of the Jets to set a WHA and pro hockey record. In early February 1977, Billy Lasuk feeds Anders Hedberg, who will score his first of 3 on the night against future teammate Gary Bromley of the Cowboys. An empty netter gives him 51 goals in 47 games, then a record. The WHA's 7 seasons produced Avco Cup winners from only 4 teams: Winnipeg 3 times, Houston twice, New England, and Quebec once each. The inaugural series featured the Jets and New England Whalers. The Whalers, behind sensational goaltending from Al Smith, beat the Jets 4-1. Coincidentally, it was Captain Ted Green who hoisted the Avco Cup, something he would do twice more with the Winnipeg Jets. The Cup stayed in the United States for 2 more seasons. Gordie Howe had come out of retirement to play alongside his sons Mark and Marty, and swept the Chicago Cougars in 4 straight games. Their dominance continued the next spring, in fact, losing only 1 game in 3 rounds of the playoffs and beating Quebec 4 straight in the final. The Cup then moved north permanently. In the 75-76 season, the Winnipeg Jets won their first Avco Cup championship, a 4-game sweep of the defending champion Arrows, with Captain Lars-Erik Schuberg parading the Avco Cup for the first of 3 times. The Jets would get the chance to make it 2 in a row in the 1976-77 playoffs against the Quebec Nordiques. This one would go the full 7 games and was locked up until Mark Tardif stole the show. The WHA's all-time goal-scoring champion nets 2 to break it open. Tardif, who led the league with 316 career goals, makes it 3-0, and the Nordiques win a laugher 8-2 with the Avco Cup heading to Quebec for the first time. But the Jets would be back in the final the next season, meeting the New England Whalers in Springfield, Massachusetts because of arena problems in Hartford. Bobby Guindon leading the Jets to a 4-1 road victory. Linemate Lyle Moffat the hero in Game 2. The Jets complete the sweep at home with a memorable goal, Al Smith the victim, as the hotline connects for the final time in a 5-3 win. Big changes for Winnipeg before the final Avco Cup. With the Swedes gone, the Jets purchased the contracts of multiple players from the defunct Houston Aeros and kept 7 of their stars. In the final against favorite Edmonton, the Jets won the first 2 games in the Oilers' rink. Peter Sullivan the hero in Game 1, Willie Lindstrom in Game 2. Up 3-2, the Jets have a chance to win it at home.
By a score of 7-3.